Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Zelda Classic, Rites of Lineage. Today we are going to go to the last bonus cave before we go into Dungeon 6. Now, something I wanted to show off first. So you might look over here and say, "Oh, that's locked. I need a key for that." And you might also be thinking, "Okay, well, I'll just go steal a key from Dungeon 5 because you don't need to do anything in there." This is the second time the Archmage is mentioned. And if you gotta talk to his wife, she sells you a candle or some arrows or some magic, none of which I need. But he said that he put the key somewhere where the undead can't get to it. Well, see, the undead can't go across the water. So the key's over here on this little island. We use that to get into the back room, which it's got a happy little theme so far, but come down here, and we get a little mini dungeon. Now this mini dungeon does follow the same grotto rules. That there will be a 5 rupee, as we saw. There will be a heart piece. But there's a key down here, too. Which I don't think much anyone was expecting. Now, this dungeon doesn't really have a tier. But you do that, and you end up in this room with a fiery skeleton that dies in 2 hits. Get your heart piece. And look, the Archmage's spirit. And he gives you half magic. Yeah, it has absolutely no connection to anything. Like I said, the story is minimal, and with little bits things there are few and far between. It basically don't need the overall plot. Yay! Anyway, that's all that's down here. He said something about his rod being in the catacombs. Well, let's go ahead and go to Dungeon 6. Wait, this isn't Dungeon 6. There's guards in here, too. This is like the 2 guards that exist in the game. Oh, you can go visit the graves of everyone. There are neat little tombstones. Here's the collection boxes. You can't put rupees in there because reasons. It's interesting that this mausoleum's here, though. But it said don't push against the walls under any circumstances. But these are blue. Why are these blue? Oh, because you can go under. Okay. That's a little interesting. Okay, that's also interesting. Oh. They're spiky rolly things. Well. We can open the door with a wand. Let's go downstairs. Oh. Well, welcome to Dungeon 6! Or I guess technically this was the 6th one that I built. The last of the T2 dungeons. more Tridon goes. Get a magic refill. I'm not convinced that's the end of it. Yeah. Again, this is where I do kind of assume that the player is going to take a little bit more of an active role in just finding stuff. But hey, look, it's a cape. You can do this dungeon on White Sword, but it is hard. It's harder and longer. I don't think there's anything in this room. I'm gonna check. I don't recall there being anything. There's not. Alright, so we'll take our key and we're gonna go to the right now. Spend a key to go down here, we'll do so. I don't particularly feel like switching to the bow and arrows on this case. They're generally pretty quick to kill with the bow anyway. So you get a key there, but hold on a second. Yay, there's a walk-through wall there. Block, go north. Kill these off and you get a compass. Which tells you the Triforce is way over there. Come down here. And it looks like a long hallway, but there's a switch on the other side, so we can't quite do anything with that. So I guess we have to just leave now. We will show off what that is later. For now, let's go back and let's go down. Okay, yeah. Sorry about that. Alright. Down we go. Stalfos. Some gravestone. It's kind of interesting. Let's check this room out first. Nothing in there. So there's two ways through this room. You can either kill the guineas to lower that block, or you can just brave the spikes. And your reward is another 4-headed Gleeok. I really did like this. But there's a lens. Reveal that which is hidden. Well, if we use that over in this room, again, braving the spikes otherwise, you can see that with the lens out, we can see walk through the wall. You are expected to use the lens to find the stuff in this temple, by the way. That takes you downstairs. We still don't have a map of this place. Oh, it's another one of these guys. So if we come up into this room... Got a bunch of pots. But the map just falls from the ceiling. Alright, now I want to go this way. And you can kind of see that the map here is pretty disjointed. It's all part of the same dungeon, but it's clearly in 3 distinct segments. It is clearly in 3 distinct segments. Also, I'm aware my marking is a little inconsistent here. You get a full magic refill, which is nice. Then you need the ladder for this. Another shrine. Now that switch is actually supposed to do nothing. You are supposed to kill the enemies to get to this. Fire magic more efficiently. I don't recall if I actually gave this a damage booster or it's literally just half the cost. I forget which I did. But now we need to go all the way back. That is an optional item. You can choose to skip that. You won't be penalized for it. Yeah, it looks like I just made it cost less. 8 bombs over there. You'd have to come in from the other side to get it. Alternately, you can just move forward. And you get another Gleeok. But you get a key in this room, too. I wonder why they gave us a key. Also, you can just walk over the blocks. You don't have to kill the Dark Nuts in that room. Now we enter one of the big rooms. So you can do this with the flippers or with the raft. Yes, the raft does get an additional use here by being able to go that way. That gets you a key and also allows you to go up here. Okay, now you do need a key to go through this turnstile, but I'm going to hold off on that for a moment. I'm going to face tank across here. Specific reasoning being that I think there's more that I want to get out of this room. I'm going to go into this little mini chamber over here. Get us another key. Let's go see what's down over here. Oh, well, looks like we need to pay a key to get into there. What's down here? The big key. Well, that's nice. We got the big key. that's accessible via ladder. So at no point do you need the flippers to complete this dungeon, even with that little river. Okay, now I think we can go through the turnstile room. Walk through the wall here. End up in an inverse room. I did not buy a potion. I'll have to buy a potion before the next dungeon, which actually is going to be a wing of the side map. Thankfully, you get 20 rupees there, 10 arrows here. A bunch of magic. So, we're going to choose to fight the manhandler. You can walk through the wall to the south to get into this room also, but whichever way you decide to go about it is fine. Push the upper block, and you get a stairway down. And as you can see, there is another gigantic room off to the side there. This is where you need that key. Now, before we go forward, though, I want to do something real quick. So you remember that switch that we saw earlier? Well, now we can open up the shortcuts, which is what this little disjointed section over here is. The second floor, the second basement is for, to get us up here. Now we can push that switch. And now the shortcut is permanently opened. That is a reference to Ocarina of Time's boat shortcut, which you can open after you get down and access down. Now we'll come back down to this floor. Go ahead and get our ferry. And as you can see, there's an open doorway, but in order to get through, we have to bomb. Alright, welcome to the big room. Now, here's the room's gimmick. If you fall down the pits at any point, you'll appear below. If you go to any room other than this room in the pit below, it's dark, you have to use your candle to light it up. The spikes down here correspond to the platforms up there. So, you'll have to come back up here, and you will have to start again anytime you fall down. But, thankfully, you can, through the use of your weaponry, make some bridges appear. Now, as this is the big room, there are no open corners. There are a lot of open corners, so it's very possible to get disoriented while you're up here. Way more Magic Pole's voice here. You have to hit them with the magic, not the wand itself. But, should you kill them, you get a small key. I'm going to switch here to make a bridge appear. I'll get you some bombs. You get rid of some of the keys, but you can fire your bow off there to open that up. Come jump over this way, you can see that switch, but you can't do anything about it. Well, we can open up this door, so I guess we got to go this way. We can see the boss key over. You can see the boss key door over there. Let's clear this room out. Oh my goodness, multiple visuals that sent me back to the beginning of the level. Well, let's not get sent back. This room actually is relatively easy because these guys aren't really much of a threat damage-wise. The biggest threat is you'll get sent back to the beginning. But you can also go downstairs here and get the feather. Get the feather. We've got the Rock's feather. With this, you can jump. Now this does let you jump over some of these pits. Again, you don't necessarily want to fall down below. And yes, the block is making a platform to walk across. So that one doesn't stay permanently, but you do get a magic refill. By the way, we don't know what's supporting these blocks. Now, there is a tricky jump you can make here to completely avoid this key block. I'll try to show it off. See, you can make that jump. So you don't actually need the key here. However, you kind of have to know you can make that jump, so I'm just going to go ahead and get the key anyway. I'm going to go ahead and move forward with just getting the key the way you're supposed to. Get a key, and I get some health for my efforts. And yes, you can use the overworld map feature in the dungeons to get a better sense of what your rooms look like. Like, this is the entire big room. But yes, normally you are supposed to walk across this way, and then go through the boss door to fight the boss, which is a bat summoner. Now, that boss without the magical sword is a bit harder. With the magical sword, it's a relatively easy boss fight. But that is Dungeon 6 done. We're off to go do a couple more bonus caves, and then And then I will take us to the entrance to the side dungeon, because I would leave that before going to the next level, the next main dungeon. I'll take us to the second entrance to the side dungeon, so then we can go to the second wing of it. But first, some caves. So we don't actually need to go this way. Do need to remember to actually buy some potions while I'm up here. Alright, so our next cave is located here. This is another one of those ones that you can do early if you so choose. Look at that, we're up to 15 hearts now. Only 5 more to go. Alright, so that's your hint for where level 9 is. There are hints available that you can purchase that point you towards all the other levels. That's that cave. Now we're going to go to the next couple of bonus caves. And now we're going to finally start to look at more of the Broad Mountains. Wow. So this is where our 5 rupee is. Kill him, but it doesn't do anything. Well, we know that these switches activate by magic, so we'll go ahead and activate that. Whoa! We can teleport it. So our heart piece is here. But we can also go out this way. And look at this. We're in the swamp on this little ledge. Now we can just walk back to where we were. Now let's go buy some potions. There is a potion shop located over here. As you start heading more northward. Take the upper reaches of Broad. That down there, that down there is what we're going for. Take a 320 of these. One thing you'll notice about Broad is that it's very grid-based. So, again, this is one you can technically do early. You are expected to have rock thunder to get over those spikes. But you can get there significantly early. As long as you're willing to just face tank the spikes a little bit. That's a more powerful Gorilla. They're not quite as powerful as the true Gorilla 3s. Their boomerang speeds are still normal speed. They're not sniper Gorillas. Alright, so now let's show off the bird. The little bird comes and takes you away. And I specifically want to go to... Okay, this is good enough. Much like in the vanilla Zelda, it does follow in order. Your dungeon numbers. 2 would have been slightly faster, but this is fine. Finally get that spot filled in. So you can see we have some holes in the map, just from places I haven't been and don't plan to go to, and you can also see the snow area looks really weird in the overworld map view. But let's head over this way. And we're going to go swim in the ocean to find a little cave over here. Inside of this cave, this is how we're going to get to the other wing of the side dungeon in the next part. Thank you everyone for tuning in.